It's a beautiful story of brotherhood and sisterhood taking place here at the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. That's within the Ed Carpenter Racing team, comprised of Alexander Rossi, Christian Rasmussen, and team owner driver Ed Carpenter. Longtime engineer, brother of theirs, Ed Delport, been going through the wars for a while now, fighting cancer. Ed, homegrown product here, has been at a million Indy 500s, unable to be here for opening day, and they're not sure if he's going to be able to make it out for the race itself. They wanted to pay tribute to Ed, let them know they're thinking about him. Tribute stickers made and placed on the cars. So let's hear from team owner and driver Ed Carpenter about this, and also the team's general manager, man in charge of running the operation, Tim Broyles. They really are going above and beyond to make sure that Ed Delport knows he's cared for and loved.
Yeah, with Ed not being able to be here, Tim came up with the idea to create a sticker, for him and for pancreatic cancer awareness, really. But knowing how much this race means to him, we wanted Ed to know that he's here with us. He's put in a lot of work, even through his battle. Up until a couple weeks ago, he was still at the shop most days, which I know is hard for him, but it's how passionate he is and how much he wanted to keep working. So he's done a lot of work to all three of these cars to have us ready to go. So, we wanted to honor him, but also just let him know he's here with us still.
Ed's been such a big part of this team for such a long time. Not having him here, yeah, it's a big void. We really miss having him here. We know how important this place is to Ed. He's actually last year he celebrated his 30th Indy 500 working for a team, and before that, I think he attended like 13 500s before that. So been coming here a long time. He grew up just west of here. And in the shadows of the speedway, so it's been such a big part of his life. He's had his fingerprint on a lot of things that we have done and are continuing to do up to this point, so we really do miss having Ed here because, again, it's such an important thing to him. A lot of us have worked together a long time. I mean, Ed's, him and I started, back in the early days, 2011, when we started putting this together, and a lot of us have worked together a long time, and everybody just shows up for each other, from cleaning up storm damage to, making sure he has what he needs, meals. People have stopped by for meals. People have sat with him during treatments and hours of treatments and sat with him in the hospital when he was going through the treatments, and, a lot of tough times. So, it's just this group, it's just how this group is, and it's really cool to see that support that everybody's been able to offer Ed, and, we all miss him, and I think, when we were able to put the decals on the car, I think, really testament to this team and our ownership group and everybody that's been part of that and the support that they've shown for him.